Hi friends, how are you? Kiara here. Thank you for stopping by. I know it's been a minute. Life has just been insane, but the kids are back in school, so I'm actually alone in my house today and thought I would chat with you. So much has been going on. Like I said, the kids are back in school. My son started a new school. For those of you that don't know, my son is on the autism spectrum on the lower end, nonverbal, the kind of autism people don't talk about. So we had a rough summer with him, a very, very rough summer. But my oldest went back for her senior year in college at the beginning of August, about the 8th or so. And she wanted to spend a week with her grandparents in New York. Also, it's cheaper to fly from here to New York City than it is to fly to Rochester, New York, where she goes to school. So after she left, I think my son kind of realized the summer was winding down and that I was going to be back to school because he started calming a little bit and he started bringing me his backpack every day like he was going to go to school. I heard from his teacher and everything, and she's a dear. I believe this is her first year in a classroom, but she was actually perfect for what he needs. He had a great first week. This week, I'm not so sure because he was up from 2 o'clock in the morning but he did lay back down, but from like 4:30 on, he was awake. So I don't know how he's going to do today. Hopefully he'll have another good day or an even keel kind of day. It doesn't even have to be perfect. He doesn't have to do, but no acting out. That would be great. My littlest started 3rd grade with the same teacher she finished in May with, and so far so good. So kids are good, husband's working. So I'm here and I decided to pop in and talk to you all. So let's start with, I took part in like a swap. I forget what it was called, but you had a stitcher and you were paired with somebody and they stitched for you and maybe you stitched for somebody else. So mine is on its way to its home because I was a little bit late finishing it. So mine came and I opened it and it was from Stephanie and it's the coolest package ever. I am so in awe of how people finish things. First, I got these 3 little pumpkins that are going to go in my Rae Dunn fall flowers, but these are gorgeous. I love these. So I got those, and then I got a cute little tote bag. Love, 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 love. Can't ever have too many tote bags. Then I got this cute little tiny project bag. I guess we'll call this Stitchy Kindness. And it had this floss, this funky needle minder. And the needle minder is from Monolin Crafty Stuff. And then I got DMC stickers. Very cool. And this cute little thing of beeswax. And that was all in this awesome little pouch, which this is actually perfect for some of the small stitches I do. So that was cool. And then you had to stitch something to somebody, and this is like the coolest thing ever. It's a little jar with this cute little wrap around it with snaps, and I'll just give you a check. It's got candy in it. So this is of course going to stay on here. And I love jars because I leave them around and I dump money in them, but this is going to be a candy jar. But how cute is this? Look at this stitching. Count your blessing. Count. Oh, blessings be yours. I thought it said count your blessings. It says blessing be yours. How awesome is this? The stitching is immaculate. This is just stunning. Stephanie, thank you so much. I'm going to post a picture in the group, but I wanted to thank you here publicly because I'm in awe. Then I want to give away. I never win giveaway. Well, I do win giveaways, but I want to give away on Carrie's blog. Carrie is the Patient Stitcher. If you don't watch her, check her out. I believe she's part of the Under 1,000 Subs Club. That's what I forgot. I did have some new stitchers. I'll remember them for next time. So I won a project bag. This just might be my favorite project bag ever. It is so well done. Oh, wait a second. Let me take the note she wrote down. And Carrie, you may be a beginner, but this bag is to die for. It's just perfect. I can't wait to find something to put in it. I may even put my land that I love in here that I need to start. I'm actually thinking that might be my birthday start, but we'll see. So how awesome is this bag? This bag is just awesome. So I haven't been doing a lot of stitching. My hand hurt for the longest time. Excuse me one second. I went out and I got coffee. Well, I got a chai. I'm not feeling the best. Could be that my son was up and that's why I'm not feeling the best. So I didn't do a lot of stitching. I have my secret stitch, but I'm not going to post it till the person gets it. So this is what I did. I did a little bit of work on a couple things. This is Martha Guthrie, and she was my 25/7, and I really should get back into doing her 25/7. I mean, I might. Here she is, Hands Across the Sea. My goal is to always have one Hands Across the Sea going, and right now I actually have two, so here she is. I finished all these rows. I have to finish this row. Maybe I'll do that today or this week. I think maybe Monday well, today's Monday, so maybe I'll start today doing this as 25/7 again. So there's that, and that is on an 18 count Stitch Me. I believe that's Scroll, but maybe, actually, I'll just tell you. Yep, it's Scroll. That's one of my favorite colors. And then I did a tiny bit of work on this Hands Across the Sea. This is Rose Ada Featherstone, and this is the, I'm doing the Hobby House conversion. So there she is. This was exclusive to Hobby House Needleworks. And I did the tiniest stitching on this guy right here. Tiny. I really need to finish that. Yeah. Really need to finish that. I think I did like 10 stitches in it, so I really shouldn't have even shown it, but. And then I had a new start. The Cornhusker State Stitchers, I thought I had the chart they were doing. I didn't. I had this Primrose Cottage Stitches, who they're doing a stitch along too. And I just do this. And this is, I'm actually doing on a 14 count Ada, which is like mind blowing right now because it's so easy to do. So I started this last week. I didn't get a lot done. I got double the T, and then I was tired of the color I was doing, so I went over here to the green. So I do this way, since it's on 14 count, I do this while I'm watching TV, which is really, 14 count in TV is fine. So that's all my stitches. I did have an FFO, but you can't see it because I sent it away, and I don't want to spoil the surprise. So what should we do? Do you want to see quilting? Well, I have been doing other things, so it's not like I haven't been doing anything. We can do haul, or we can do what I've been doing. How about we do haul, and then I'll go into the quilting stuff, because the other things are quilting. Excuse me. Okay, so I don't have a huge amount of haul. I do have haul, but I don't have a huge amount. I received these charts from Primrose Cottage Stitches. I got the October 9 patch, the November 9 patch, and the December 9 patch. I have to dig out some flosses. or see if the double uses the floss that's here. Though I probably can just use the floss that it's in double toil in this. And then this might be my birthday start if I don't start it before. This is All Things Grow with Love. And I got the floss that matches. So I may do this. I really love this one, so. And it's just pretty. And then I got month 2 of the new designer mystery. Month 1 is all starched and ready for me to go with. And then I received this fat quarter bundle that I bought forever ago, and it's got a panel in it. This is Deb Strain. What's the name of this? I hate, oh, right there. An American. Oh, All American. This is Deb Strain's All American. It's got a panel and all these fat quarters. I had intentions of doing something this before 4th of July. It just showed up, so it's probably going to sit on the shelf for a little bit. Then, what else did I get? Oh, I'll show you this because this is a project that's in the works, and it includes part of my haul. So this is Pat Sloan's Oh My Stars. I have made a couple of these for gifts. I have never made one for myself. So I'm going to make one for myself. And I'm going to use Midnight Magic from April Rosenthal. So these are going to be the things. They're really pretty. I'm going to lay it out after. These are going to be my stars and my star points. And this is going to be my first border on it. So this is what I had a Jolly Bar, and you use 2 charm packs for it. So to get a charm pack out of a Jolly Bar, you cut it in half. So it's a 5-inch square. So I needed stars, so I decided to go with purple. There is no purple on the line, but for Halloween, I figured it was a great addition. So this is going to be my border that has the star points in it. Then I'm going to do a thin border in this, and this is one of the prints that's in the Jolly Bar, and then I'm going to do a bigger border in this, because with what I did, it's going to wind up being like a 53 by 60 quilt. Because this is a rather small quilt, because this is the free version. So probably later today I'm going to go lay out my squares and stars and get that prepped and ready to go. So who wants to see what I finished? I actually have some finishes. So this is a fully finished, sorry that you were looking at my rear. Remember my Grinch quilt? Well, I figured I better also do a Flosstube because this is going home to its owner probably on Friday. This is for my godson. He loves the Grinch and he loves Grogu. So this is a twin size quilt. And I quilted it on my Moxie. So I just did a meander. Or a stipple, whatever you want to call it. Oh, and in it, let's see if I can get it so you can see. His mom had a request. Okay, here. In the stars, I wrote, see, stink, stank, stunk. So, I'll put this later. And then I had made a list of quilting whips I wanted to finish in August, and the Grinch Grogu was on it, then this was on it. All I have to do for this to be fully finished is square it and attach the binding. This is a free pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. It's called this was the Boo Crew Quilt Along. And this has just got a simple meander on it. Yeah. So that's really, and this is so cute. Well, it's got a little bit more than simple because I made some hooks like flames. But you see the pretty variegated thread. So pretty. Then I have 2 more things on my list. One is to load a quilt onto the Moxie before the end of the month. I just have to find what I did with it. It's my Mickey Minnie one that's going to hang as a wall hanging. And then I started this last October or so, and I made 2 of these out of Jolly Bars. This is a Sweetwater Christmas fabric. So this is, I finished. And then I made something else and I have an idea for it, and I think I'll share my idea with you guys after I show it to you. And it'll also go into why I've been so busy. And then this is just a simple panel quilt. This is a wall panel that I've had forever and a day. And then I just added some borders to it. So it's gonna be a wall hanging. So I just need to find some backing, and I think I'm gonna use this green that's here. This green that's here for the binding, because I have a bunch of that. So there's this. So this was something else I did. This wasn't on my whip list. I just wanted something simple to do quickly. So my plan for this. Sit down. So I have been kind of busy. I started a quilt along, but I don't know if I'm going to continue it, and I only made 1 block, and I can make it into a small wall hanging or a table topper. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so why I've been so busy. I am the regent of my DAR chapter. DAR is Daughters of the American Revolution. We are a women's service organization that we can trace our lineage to a Revolutionary War patriot. If you're interested in that, let me know, and you just have to be able to prove yourself. If you're interested, let me know, and I can help you trace your genealogy and all that. But as regent, it comes with all sorts of paperwork and figuring out things for meetings, fundraising, all sorts of things. So I've been trying to think of ways to get people involved, fundraising. One of our fundraising things we do is Wreaths Across America. We support the Cypress Hills National Cemetery in Brooklyn, New York. It is the only veteran cemetery in the city of New York, I believe. So we do that. So last year we're a small chapter. We've only been around 10 years. We've had growing pains. But one of the things I'd like to do is I'd like to collect more donations for Wreaths Across America. What Wreaths Across America, they want all the armed forces graves to be marked. Now, everybody knows Arlington. Everybody knows, I believe it's Pine Lawn on Long Island. We have one here in Arkansas, big veterans. I don't even know if it's called a veterans cemetery, but it's a military cemetery. But it doesn't necessarily have to, they don't even necessarily have to go to a military. They just met on soldiers' graves, veterans' graves. So my chapter supports Cypress Hills, like I said. So I'd like to have people donate and possibly give away this wall hanging, a quilted wall hanging, away to a lucky person who donates, and do a drawing about it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you be willing to donate? the way my chapter does it, we don't take any money from. You can use it as a fundraiser that it gives back to your chapter, or you can do it that it goes towards another wreath in the cemetery, and that's what my chapter does. I'm going to post a link below, because if you're so inclined, we would love for you to contribute to our cemetery that well, it's not our cemetery, but we kind of adopted it for our chapter's purpose. So I was thinking of doing this, and then I was thinking of also, my chapter does different work for different projects, and I might do something else if you're interested in donating to one of my other causes. We're still trying to figure out which things we really like best, but I really would like to do something for Wreaths Across America, because it's near and dear to me. Most veterans causes or military causes are very dear to me, along with genealogy and very out of breath today, guys. I'm sorry. I'm very passionate about the work DAR does. We're not just ladies who drink tea. And it's funny because one of our missions is to, I don't know, I'm going off on a tangent. I don't even know if you guys are interested, so I'm gonna stop that. But if you're interested, if you think that's a good idea to have a giveaway for this, for anybody who donates towards our Wreaths Across America page, let me know, and I'll figure out a way to set it all up. And I'm gonna put the link below if you just would like to donate to a wreath to the Cypress Hills National Cemetery. I would appreciate that too. We're a small chapter, but we do good work when we can and afford to. I would like to grow our chapter. I'd like to do all sorts of things, but it's hard at this time. But I want to thank you all. So let me tell you about my plans, okay? My plans include working on Miss Martha Guthrie. I think I'd like to do two. Let's see. On Miss Rowe the Featherstone, I'm going to finish that unicorn is what I'm going to do. Now, on Martha, on sweet little Martha, I am going to finish this row. And then I have to do a little border. So we'll do that and the border. And we'll do one more row of letters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this row, this border, and this before hopefully I'll be back next week, so I'll do that in a week. And then I'm going to lay out my Oh My Stars quilt. And then I'm going to put the binding on Boo Crew. So watch Instagram. That should be done later. And then I'm going to finish the word and. I'm going to try to finish the word toil and maybe these candy corns. At the very least, I'm going to finish the word and toil. Okay. That or I'm going to finish and the witch's hat. We'll see. But I'm going to work on this too. So that's what's going on with me. I know it was a quick one, but I think it's easier if I come in and I do these quick short bursts. And I have a question. I have a bunch of quilt tops that are in a box for me to quilt. Anyone want to see a quilt top parade? I will, if you would, post below. And I will do one of those as a little extra. Thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for sticking for me whenever you guys come down. Please do all the YouTube-y things, like, subscribe, and just thank you for everything. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.